67.94
G-Mineo.
Spooky.
Ooh.
G-Mineo.
G-Mineo.
We're just doing this with our phones playing, and both of them are just like.
My phone's broke.
I feel like I'm in The Sandlot, where they talk about the dog in the backyard story. You guys didn't watch Sandlot?
Tequila.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
That's the one
No
Sandlot.
It's when they
No
dig
one
the
watched-
holes.
No one watched Sandlot.
It's where they did the holes.
Jamie never watched Star Wars. There's a lack
if
of.
you build it, they will come.
That's Field of Dreams. Thank you for that.
We're just messing with
If
it.
you lead a horse to water, it will drink the water.
Ka-chow.
I'm gonna blind myself. Can I do that?
Lightning
Is there a way? So tell the audience here what we're doing today.
We are telling scary stories. Sorry, I took your light.
and
I thought we're making up a scary story.
we're making up a scary story, but we're
As
each
we
gonna
go.
take one line and pass it on. You'll get it. It's like a relay.
One line? It should be a
scary
paragraph.
story
Okay.
relay.
I feel like it should be a paragraph.
It's gonna be about
Okay.
G-Mineo.
You'll see.
I don't think you will get it because we don't get it.
I don't think we get it.
I am obviously the anchor of the relay because if we were in a relay team, really it's not the anchor that's your fastest
feel like
person.
you
Did you know
but
that?
we can keep going.
Right.
What?
You know the anchor's not usually your fastest person.
It's the middle person.
It's the third person.
Third person,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah. There's no like middle and fourth.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the third person usually.
Interesting.
Depending on matchups though, usually it's third. But yes.
So we're sitting in the dark today.
So yeah, we're in the dark. We have a mask. Mark is in love,
Yes.
and we
Mark's
have.
boyfriend.
That's
Oh.
okay. Wow.
Second
He's got a
boyfriend.
stogie in. I didn't even realize. That's cool.
Yes,
All right.
That is my second boyfriend.
So we're gonna
Sorry,
go.
Jason.
Haley, you're gonna start because
I'll
you
start.
are an art history major and you understand how to build story.
Oh,
Okay, let's start. Let's
It's gonna be about G-Mineo,
Alright,
right?
this is the most important part. I have
I
to
don't
pick
even
the
know.
setting.
I have no
You
idea.
have to shine the light.
Okay.
I'm gonna change the setting. I hope you know that.
Okay, ready? You're gonna change the
If you
setting?
don't like the setting, just
Alright,
change
ready?
it. Ignore
Ready,
the
ready, ready?
first
Shine your light.
Okay,
Haley.
I'm sorry. I don't have a phone. My phone broke.
one. Andrews. There you go.
Thank you. So, one night, about a week ago,
About a week ago.
Jamie decided that she was gonna try out playing Phasmophobia on her own.
Oh.
And it was pretty late at night. Her whole family had already gone to sleep, and
Okay.
she was on her computer,
Okay.
and she was like, you know what? Maybe I'll try it on stream someday, but today I'm just gonna see if I can even play it by myself.
Ooh.
Mark.
So then she plays it by herself. But then before she plays it, she decides to watch a couple episodes of Attack on Titans.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titans.
Okay.
But then when she went to go turn on the computer to get on not Crunchyroll, but
What?
apparently the real anime website is.
Mark's just trying to get what the real anime was.
Well, now there's no real anime website because Rip Kiss Anime. But anyways,
That's the real horror.
she watched
That's the real
Attack on
shame.
Titan, but it didn't go well because Kiss Anime's dead. So that was
Okay.
the first murder of the story.
Wow.
So
So
she
there-
wins.
Whoa. So there's
Murder.
foreshadowing happening here.
This is some plot
Plot development.
plot development.
Just in case you didn't know, there's more to come. Don't worry.
And she went to play Phasmophobia again and opened up the tutorial and realized that she couldn't move because she was so terrified. So she
Okay.
called Haley.
This seems too
Oh.
real.
Trembling in fear.
Thank you, Wade.
She called. What the? Someone. Okay. Trembling in fear. She called Haley, but Haley was asleep. Per usual. She snored the night away. She called Mark, but he was too busy playing with his Shiba Inu. She called Wade, but Wade didn't realize it because he has no one's number.
That's true.
So, she was left to play Phasmophobia alone.
Oh no.
She went into the game. Said, freak the tutorial. I'm a pro level gamer.
Freak.
And I've played it before. Josh was nowhere to be found. She was truly alone in this instance. And the basement was calling her name
Oh
Wow.
no.
to Haley.
So, for the first time she was playing, she opens up the tutorial and she decides to go.
I thought she said freak the tutorial.
She did?
Yeah.
she decided she
Go
was
back to it.
She was like, okay, I need this.
Okay, she said frick the tutorial. And then. So she apparently didn't want to do the tutorial. And then she went to the house that we usually go to because she was like, I'm familiar with this house. And then she realized that the house looked a little bit familiar, but all the lights were off.
Whoa.
So she, being Jamie, she decided to go on and turn on all of the lights. First, she walked to the kitchen and she turned on the light. She said, "This kitchen looks familiar." Then she walked to the bathroom. She turned the light. She said, "This bathroom looks familiar."
Oh wow.
Then she
Her
walked to
voice
the
is
living
getting
room.
quieter.
And guess what? The living room looks familiar. Once she had all the lights on, she
All
looked
of them.
behind her and she realized, this is my house. My house is in the game.
In the game.
Yes.
Okay.
Why is this about me? I thought this was gonna be a good
I know where this is
thing.
going. I know where it's going.
And then she turned on the computer.
Oh no.
And then she went on Zillow.com.
God dang it.
And found out that her house was sold to the Phasmophobia company. It was being sold online on Zillow.com for, wait for it, $600,000.
A very reasonable price for this area.
She's like, wait, what? My house is in Huntington Beach. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Why is their voice
It's
deep?
worth
It's
more
at
than
15.
this.
Wait,
Why
what?
is it at $600,000? And then she turned around
Well,
and bam!
Oh my god. The Zillow.
Skip.
The Zillow people were
then
there.
bang! She opened up the refrigerator
What?
to see it lined with Bang Energies.
Is this on Phasmophobia or in her actual
on
house?
Phasmophobia.
Ew, the pump
Phasmophobia
sweaty.
people.
I'm sorry.
I decided that she.
I told you don't give it to me.
She exclaimed, "Ooh, I'm sweaty!" as she turned to the Bang in her fridge. But yet again, nay, no matter how much the house was selling for on Zillow.com, no matter how many people had come and seen the house in person, no matter how many lights were on in the house, the circuit started to flicker.
Oh god.
The lights started to dim
In her house?
in her own house.
Oh my god,
She
that
said-
happened.
She says, "I know where the breaker is. It's in the basement."
Man, you
And
really
we
want
know-
this basement thing too.
Yeah, you want the
Basement at
basement
Huntington
story.
Beach?
We know that Jamie has a lot of experience
With basements.
with basements.
Yes, she does.
And so
We know that from our
maybe,
previous podcast.
just maybe, as she made her way to the door, she heard a voice in the basement. The door was locked. She was hesitant to open. I wonder why.
Weird right now.
Oh, I know.
Mark's like, I know.
It's Zillow.com.
No matter what I say, Mark's gonna come up.
Mark's gonna... And then...
It's
So-
getting too scary.
I won't be able to sleep tonight, guys.
So the power went out, right? So the power went out, and Jamie heard a faint voice from the basement.
She
But
heard-
you know what? She thought maybe someone's touring the house. It's a little late. It's about midnight, but maybe my mom got up and she's showing them the house.
Maybe the Bang Energies would
Because
help.
right now Jamie's feeling very brave, and she just drank a bang, and she was like, maybe Wade's here. Maybe you dropped off some bangs for me.
That's a good point.
I don't drink
So
energy
Jamie
drinks.
decides to go back to the game.
I thought we were in the game.
I thought the lights were
Wait,
off.
what? I thought this was in her actual house.
I'm confused. I thought we were in the game.
I thought we were in my actual house
Okay,
in
okay.
the game that's in
Yes,
the
yes.
Wait,
So the
so-
lights go off in the game in the house. In the house. In the house.
So not her real house in the game, in the house.
In the game house.
No, but it's my
In the
real
game
house
house.
in the
So
game.
she was looking at the Bang Energies in her kitchen in the house in the game.
In the game.
Oh, she
All
can-
in the game.
She can control her house in the game.
She's playing herself.
Yes.
Yes. So when she
Well,
turns
hold
off
on.
the lights turn off in her house too.
Oh my
There's
god.
a way to
It's
connect
a
it. Go.
parallel universe.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Okay.
So Jamie decides that she has to go check out the basement.
Yes.
And Jamie thinks that's weird because the basement that we have here hasn't been opened in years.
We have a
She
basement.
says, yes, you have a basement in your house. But you've never been down there.
Never.
Only your mom has. And
Only.
she said, Jamie, you can never go down to the basement.
Again, after what happened.
It has asbestos.
Smart.
And we're trying to sell it on Zillow. So we don't want the buyers to know that. So then Jamie decides, you know what? This is the first time I'll get to see the basement of my own house
Makes sense.
on Phasmophobia. And she's kind of cool with that. Like, she
Yeah.
kind of got used to the fact that it's her house.
Yeah.
So Jamie unlocks the door with the key that she found. And she decides to venture down into the dark, dark basement.
Oh.
And what does she see in the basement?
So she goes down the basement.
He's not gonna hold it.
Why is he holding the turtle?
He has
He
sweaty
got
hands.
sweaty. He got sweaty. He's not gonna hold it.
So she goes down the basement. She turns on the lights. And everywhere around her, she sees whips, chains.
Okay.
And then right in the middle, she sees a man covered in latex.
Oh my goodness.
It's Mike.
And her mom comes down and is like, Jamie, what are you doing down here? This is my BDSM room.
God dang it.
I told
Why?
you not to come down here.
Why, Mark? Okay. So,
I'm sorry, Jamie's mom.
I'm sorry, Mom.
This is my BDSM.
my BDSM closet room.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh, God.
So then her mom locks the door behind her.
Oh
Whoa.
my goodness.
It's getting real. Oh, locks the door. Now that you're in there, Jamie, what happens?
This is still in the game, by the way.
Yeah, in the game. Not
Your
IRL.
mom IRL is still asleep.
We look over to the man in the latex and we realize it looks very familiar.
Oh, God.
About a month ago, Jamie remembers Andrew had us do a challenge called the Naughty Challenge.
Ooh.
that's a good one.
And Andrew told Mark to draw the word naughty.
Ooh.
Oh.
And what did Mark draw? The exact same man
It was the
in
same
latex.
Whoa. The man in latex said no words. He only spoke through general hand gestures and slight movements of his body. Covered in latex all the way up to the head, but his head itself was covered with something else. It wasn't latex. It wasn't a scary mask. It was the mask of a fallen warrior. One with green blades and a green visor. It was the mask of Genji.
Oh.
The man reached out to Jamie with a covered hand,
Warrior GMineo.
and as Jamie went to grab his hand, he said, and she interpreted that to mean,
Stop.
"Where is your daily report?" So Jamie tried to walk back upstairs, but the door was locked. Jamie's mom had had enough. It was time to get into the BDSM.
Oh my god.
This is it.
Okay, where's the light? Where's the light?
Here.
Oh my god. Never mind.
Send it.
At this point, the game was getting too scary for Jamie. It was getting too real.
Super.
'Cause that happens on a day-to-day basis quite a bit here in
Yeah.
the office.
Yeah.
Andrew comes up to us dressed in latex and he asks for a daily report. And as the man slowly reached out closer to Jamie's screen, she decided that, you know what, she wasn't ready for this game after all. This wasn't what she was used to playing at G-Mineo. So Jamie decides that she's going to exit the game. But just then,
As she exits.
as she's trying to exit, all of the lights in her house go out.
Whoa.
And she decides to call out for her mother. She's a little bit scared of right now because she was just in the game.
Whips and chains.
Yeah,
Yep.
whips and chains.
Oh my god.
So she calls out, "Mom? Mom?" And her mom doesn't answer. But just then, she hears something from the basement. God damn it! Just then she hears something from the basement.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm
Just
back.
then she hears
I'm
something
back.
from the basement.
Right, got it.
Ma.
Is that what she hears?
Just then,
Yeah, that's what
she hears something from the Okay, sorry. There's something in the basement. What happened? Mark, what happened in the basement?
Okay. So then she goes down to the basement again, but in real life.
IRL this time.
Yeah,
IRL.
she turns on the light.
Whoa.
It's a normal basement. But then she hears another sound. And within the basement, there's another basement.
God damn it.
What is she hiding down there, Mark?
So she goes down to the basement's basement.
Okay.
And what she saw next
Silly people.
mortified her.
Oh. Jamie, how do you...
What's in your basement? What's in your basement's basement? I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, basement.
She saw something very familiar.
Oh.
It's something she sees almost every single day, from 9 to 6.
Oh no.
She walked in. All the lights are on, and the table was in the middle of the room with 3 stools. And she saw Wade, Haley, and Mark reacting to Annie.
In the past.
It's so
The
psychotic.
biggest horror of them all.
The end. Ending it.
Wow, yeah.
What her mom never wanted her to see.
Never wanted her to see.
The darkest parts of the channel.
That's wow.
Oh my gosh.
The
Okay,
true
we should-
horror
We
there.
should do another one.
We do another one. Someone
That was
else.
The true horror. The basement inside a
Oh
basement.
my God.
Watching
I'm not
Wade,
gonna
Mark,
sleep
and Haley.
tonight.
Oh,
We don't
yeah.
have a basement. My poor mom.
She said,
And then they put the Genji
I
mask.
told you never to come down to my BDSM room.
Oh my
You know
god.
what's really sad?
Yeah.
My mom watches all of these
Yes.
podcasts.
Sorry, Jamie's mom.
Sorry,
Like
Jamie's
literally
mom.
2 days ago, she came to me and she's just like, Jamie, your forehead's not that big.
Oh.
And then she just walked away, and I'm just like,
Lawrence
what?
was like, oh, the ones about you being, being like divorced 3 times are really funny. I was like, thanks. Like
Oh my
facts.
Either never kissed someone or divorced 3 times. Oh, what a legend.
Jason didn't say anything.
What a legend.
Obviously, they didn't watch it.
Yeah, keep Kelsey far away from these.
This is our second.
Our second
Of the
scary
day.
story, a chapter 2, a chapter 2, as they would say.
But it's a different.
Yeah.
but a different story. I guess I will lead us off. This room is haunted. The spirits speak to me. And they're telling me that at one point, this office itself was haunted. Before G-Mineo, before whoever in God's name made these carpets look like puke and shit,
Wasn't that us?
could have been. There was a different company in this office. A refrigeration company of sorts. Freezers and refrigerators lined the entire office. Rooms filled to the brim with ice cold refrigeration. But that wasn't the only thing in this office. People, human beings. And sometimes when I come into this office, the spirits speak to me and they say, "Do you smell it? Do you smell it?" And I think they speak to me because I have the biggest nose of us all. They say, "Do you smell it? It's still here." I ask them, I plead out to them, "What is it? What's still here?" And they tell me. Somebody.
Jamie?
The bodies.
The bodies.
They say they disappear one by one slowly. Every time a video doesn't reach 10K,
Okay.
a body disappears and no one knows what happened to it. And because it's a refrigeration company, there's the perfect place to store the bodies.
So it's a refrigeration company and they also make videos.
But I thought
Yeah.
the
It was-
refrigeration
it was.
companies
It was before we got here. Yeah, before we got here.
So there's the refrigerators are still there.
Somewhere. Maybe in spirit. I don't know. Next. Keep going.
Mark? Oh.
Wait, so who's the main character? in this?
I'll make a main character.
Okay, you can do it.
Spirits.
You can do it.
We're saying,
And I'll
save
go.
us.
Oh.
We're still here.
Mm.
We're still decomposing because the refrigerators are no longer plugged in. Because
Yeah.
G-Mineo uses all the outlets. But we're still here.
Oh.
Waiting
Oh.
for help.
One of these dead bodies was a boy named Mark. He was your average local
Above average.
prostitution
Above average.
above average boy. He did prostitute stuff. The only prostitution stuff people do.
Okay.
During one of his, this is a flashback.
Sorry, yeah, we're still in flashback.
Yeah, okay.
During one of his nights, one of his locals didn't come through. So then he decides to get a cup of water. And the building that was closest to him, or his corner of the street, was the one in front of the airport, which is where the refrigerator company is.
Oh, I thought it was here.
Local former GMineo
Oh, okay,
office.
okay.
Yeah. So then he goes up the stairs. He knocks on each door. No one answers. And then he knocks on the refrigerator company's door. And then the door opens. And out came. It's a metaphor.
It's a
It's a metaphor. And out came a man, a single man, wearing a very long trench coat to keep warm in his refrigerated office.
Makes sense.
And he only opened the door but a crack. And it was dark in there, and he was like, that's weird.
Was the guy in the coat or Mark?
Mark thought that was weird.
No,
Not
not
this
that
Mark, I'm sorry,
Not that.
different Mark.
Prostitution.
Mark.
Prostitution. I would never.
And prostitute Mark said, excuse me, sir. This is like in the 1800s.
Right. Oh, this is way back.
This is way back.
When they had
The office is
refrigerators
still
in the
same, though.
1800s.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, this is like a different.
No, I got you.
1800s.
Sorry,
Yeah.
it was just
It's also in Britain, but
Yeah,
it still
sorry.
takes place here. And he's like, excuse me, sir. He's like,
How are we in
"Is
Britain?
there any room for like a lonely prostitute tonight?" And then the man, the man in the long coat said, "It depends on what kind of refrigerator you want." And Mark said, "I'm not looking for a refrigerator." And just then, prostitute Mark went into the room, only to never be seen again.
Wow.
Flash forward
Okay.
to, this is a year later, so
99.
let's say 1899. And the farmers insurance people from downstairs moved into the office below.
The first ever
The
farmers
first ever
insurance office.
farmers insurance people.
Wow.
And they think, what happened to that prostitute guy that used to come by?
I'd
They're
like
like, it's been a
to.
while since we've seen him.
I'd like to call him for his services. Maybe.
Yeah. That's what farmers insurance people do.
Yeah.
And so they sent him a telegraph, and he doesn't respond.
Wow.
And they think the last time we saw him was when he was going up to that refrigeration company that we never hear from.
Wait, but they moved in a year later. How does that work?
They
They were no longer
They've
there.
been there. They've been there. They've been there.
They're in the market for local refrigeration.
Good luck.
So,
How are we putting G-Mineo into this?
as I stated at the beginning of this entire long winding story, the spirits, they call out to me.
Yes.
And so,
He's prostitution.
I walk down, or across, I should say, to our current day
Yes.
farmers insurance people. There was a ringing at the door. I think that what I'm about to explain, they don't want me to say, but nay, I must say it. I go into the office. The hardy gentleman that always sits there as I'm going into the bathroom has his glasses on. He's taking a call like he normally does. He's also eating peanuts. I see him doing that sometimes. Multitasking. He's also calling people. No, he has a direct line of sight. And two, when I walk to the bathroom, he looks at me, I look at him. There's a mutual respect for what he does. I say, sir,
That's a bad infrastructure.
sir, you're not going to understand what's happening here, but spirits are telling me that you know more than you're letting on.
Wow.
He says, I don't know what you're talking about. I said, I'm going to stop you right there. What do you know about prostitution, Mark? He says, I'm going to have to ask you. I said, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. There used to be a refrigeration company here, and a man in a long trench coat invited a poor boy into his room. And it wasn't to buy refrigerators, sir. It was to be trapped in one.
Yes.
Tell me what you know, and tell me where to go for answers. At this point, he was asleep. He had just forgotten that I hadn't said anything.
On the couch that's in the men's
I said, wake up, damn it! He said, sorry. I was reliving my past life
Wow.
as the first farmer's insurance agent.
Wow.
Oh, my
dicks.
During that time of my past life as my farmer's insurance company, I looked at the man
owns
in
farmers
Wow.
Damn. You
What
got
is it?
money.
He owns farmers insurance.
He's the first agent
He's
and
like
owner.
my farmer's insurance company.
He's the first one.
He's the first one.
All right, sorry.
Mr. Farmer.
Jamie, go.
Go ahead.
He's Mr. Farmer.
I remember, I saw and remember the man's face at the trench.
Oh, he saw
And just making me laugh.
Saw him and
Wow.
remembered him. She remembers him.
He looked exactly like what I'm seeing right now. The man of the face was exactly like yours, Wade.
What? Looks like me. Oh, you were the guy in the trench coat. Maybe, I don't know. It makes
So
sense.
then, Wade turns around to the bathroom mirror and was like, wait.
I thought we were in the bathroom. We're not.
We're not in the bathroom.
We're in his
We're not in the
office.
bathroom?
His office is right here beside the
I
I thought
thought
the
bathroom.
bathroom was right in
Oh,
front.
you see him in the bathroom sometimes.
Yeah, no, I see him as I'm going to the bathroom.
I
Because
like
he sits
that
at
we're
his
in the
desk
bathroom.
and he's
So are we
looking
not
at-
in the bathroom?
No, we were just at his office.
Keep going with this mirror thing. I like it.
Okay.
But yeah, you got your
There's a
thing.
mirror. in the
Okay, so
farmer's
then he
insurance.
goes to the bathroom.
Yeah, I said, hey,
After.
let's take a break. I need to pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, wait,
1920.
I'm having deja vu.
You're having what?
Deja vu.
Stepping to John.
Christian Dior vu.
That's terrible.
They jump through.
Okay, I'm having deja vu. What happened?
So then Wade gets a flashback. And then in that trench coat, it was actually him.
I think we established that already. Keep going.
Oh yeah. But he was on top of two other people, which made him look taller.
The little rascals.
The little rascals.
Oh.
Yes. So then the story goes back to Prostitution Mark knocking on the door and Wade opens it.
Oh.
So then Wade
My point
invites
of
him
view.
in, and then he takes off his trench coat just to show that there are three guys actually there.
Okay.
Those three guys, or those two other guys, plus Wade, were...
I have to come up.
One of them was Joey, Princess Pee-Pee.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
Mana Junkies.
No, we're not.
Including. Anyway. Just then, Wade realizes that he was in a trance, looking into this bathroom mirror. And what put him in a trance was the sound of an air conditioner, or so he thought. And it was a little bit too loud, and he heard it coming from the stalls in the bathroom. And he thought, that's weird. There's never been an air conditioner in here. I don't know if there is. And so he slowly walks down the hall, and it gets louder, and it sounds very frigid, and then Wade himself starts to feel very cold. And then he turns the corner, and he sees one of the stalls has frozen completely to ice. Wade puts his hand on the stall, and it's ice cold. He slowly opens the door and steps inside, and the door quickly shuts behind him. Wade panics and tries to get out. He calls out for the farmer's insurance man, but no one can hear him. He's trapped.
You look very scared.
I know. You look very scary right now. I'm very
Trying
scared.
to bring it back to something scary.
I'm getting more scared.
I'm so
And
scared.
in the background, from the other stall, he hears Prostitution Mark saying, I tried to warn you, sir. I tried to warn you. Now you'll never get out, and you'll be just like me. The end.
Wow.
Nice.
There we go.
Who would have known that my great granddad or me reincarnated would try to trap a prostitute Mark in a fridge and then go to Farmer's Insurance Joe to be like, yo,
Farmer's Insurance Joe.
Mr. Farmer himself.
Mr. Farmer
You know,
himself.
Andrew pulled up Wikipedia with farmers insurance, and they were developed in 1928. And we were like,
Timeline was
close
close.
enough.
Timeline was close.
1800s.
It was like 1950 Star Wars.
Yeah, it was like
It
it
was
was meant to
1950
say.
Star Wars.
Wow. Listen, I don't know if what everyone does on Halloween, whose family tells what stories, but I don't think you're gonna find a better two than those two right there. If you
This
want
is
a
fun.
spooky story on Halloween night, gather your friends round, turn the lights down, and put on the silky smooth voice of your 4 G-Mineo storytellers.
Yes.
Can't do it better than that.
It's pretty good.
I gotta say, Mark's ingenuity in introducing the newest character in the lore of G-Mineo, Prostitution Mark. Very, very creative. Haley's ability to tie everything full circle. Jamie's ability to somehow play herself in a game
And
in the
have
basement,
in the basement.
I didn't even do that.
That's talent. And poor Jamie had to see your mom, in the BDSM basement.
Oh God.
Virtually, obviously. I think that's a lineup that's hard to beat. And that.
Yep.
We
Good job, everyone.
we destroyed that. Very well done,
I
everyone.
like our ability to call out random brands.
Yeah.
Zillow.
Farmers Insurance,
Farmers
Zillow,
Insurance.
Bang Energy,
Oh my God.
Bang
Refrigeration
We're gonna get
company.
sued so
I didn't
much.
do
Random-
that.
Random Refrigeration Company.
Advanced Refrigeration.
I thought Advanced Refrigeration.
I know.
As I started telling the story. So yeah, that is podcast Halloween special.
Spooky, spooky.
Spooky stuff.
Yes.
Guys, make sure you like and subscribe here at G-Mineo Let's Play. If you guys want to see more of this, whatever this is, let us know down below. Comment below if you liked what we did. And yeah, happy Halloween to everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Be safe. Have fun. Dress in your spookiest of attire. You can send it to us on Discord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Send it to us.
We'll see you at
We
our
should open
Halloween
the chat.
stream
I was gonna say on the
30th.
Halloween stream we're doing
Temporarily.
Yep.
Halloween stream we're doing costume contest. This will be over by then, but we're gonna do something fun on Halloween stream.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. With all that being said, again, I'm your host Mark,
I'm Haley.
I'm Jamie.
And I'm Wade.
and remember,
Get
get
to
to
the
wicked. Are we
Bye,
still signing
guys.
out? Bye.
Bye.
I was too scared.
Bye, love.
Bye, love.
Cheerio.
The
Calgary's here.
Prostitution Mark's like, cheers, love.
The Calgary's here.
The Calgary.
The Calgary's here.